Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so another album review that late on, but not that I really give a shit. But let's dive into Vince Staples' Big Fish Theory. I actually had quite the kick listening to this album. Because first off, the production on this thing, and if you see me listening to these, it's because I'm like listening to certain tracks to remember certain parts, some sonic remembrance, if you will. But my God, I had such a blast with this because first off, the production on this album is so just headbang inducing. Like the instrumentals and the beats here, and the use of these sharp hitting synths. Just banging all around with these wild panning effects. Like the instrumentals and the beats, they're so abstract. They're so eclectic. Eclectic. They're so versatile. It's definitely very clear that the instrumentals here were deeply inspired by some aspects of EDM and just like electronic and like house music, kind of like techno in a way. Um, like electronic club music, if you will. Like sort of like think like Tiesto or like a bass nectar. I think things like that. You know what I mean? And it works. It works. It just gives this. I feel like if Vince Staples was on the whatever the Enterprise, the spaceship for Star Trek, right? And Captain Kirk was like, "Hey, play us some tracks while we go into warp drive." I feel like Vince would be like, "Nigga, you all right now?" And he would just be playing these tracks. Speaking of tracks, my favorite tracks got to be, yeah, right, 745, Samo, Samo, Crabs in a Bucket, and Bag Back, which was used brilliantly. There's a brilliant rendition in the trailer. I think it was the second official trailer to Marvel's Black Panther. You know, Marvel. Um, what do I want to talk about first here? First off, let's just go to Yeah Right really quick because god damn it, this track. Let me tell you something. When I first you know that dude, what's his name, Big Quint. When I first heard this track, I immediately thought I did because I was like, he probably had the same spastic reaction as I did. Because seriously, at the very beginning, with these pulsating, electronically pulsating, throbbing, big bass hits, right? And for some reason, if I was picturing the music video to this, I would imagine like these flashing white lights, dark room, and like big ass close ups of Vince Staples and some some obnoxious big sunglasses spitting this shit. Good God, this track is fantastic. Particularly once when Vince Staples is stripped away. But by the way, his lyrics on this track are just like not are hilarious, but like awesome at the same time. Cause he's almost as if like he's coming off like taunting in a sense. Like, do you have a big house? Do you have this kind of car? Do you have this? It's it's awesome. It's awesome. It's like ultimate flexing in a way, you know. But when his Vince's vocals get stripped away, right, and then this beautiful I almost said a word that didn't exist, but these beautiful female vocals come in from. I didn't get it down. What was? Does this say her name? I don't want to misquote the female vocalist that comes in, but either way, their name anyway. But when her vocals come in, they're so heavenly, right? And there's just like these whirling synths, and then out of nowhere, Kendrick Lamar comes in. Had no idea when I was listening to this track at the time. Had no idea that my boy Kendrick was coming in on this bitch, right? Hold on, we gotta get to lyrics because there's no way, there's no way I remember the lyrics on this thing, but I suppose maybe this is the female vocalist right there. But where is it where Kendrick comes in out of flying fuck nowhere? And there's one part where he says, let me see here. Oh boy. God, this whole verse. LA nigga be like on the dead homies. I was off the porch like FedEx 211 got bread on me. Hey, I think there were some memes with that. Got bread on me. This part right here, K. Dot Twilight, the Zeitgeist rolled like fried rice and temper shrimp. Jesus Christ! When it gets to that part, let me tell you something. Your boy is hyped every single time it gets to that part of the track. I'm like doing like weird somersault fucking headbangs. I'm headbanging so hard. I'm like, oh, it's fantastic. Good God, it's fantastic. I love that track. Easily the best record on here. And also, another thing that's pretty cool to note is just how catchy some of these hooks and I guess these vocals from Vince. It's just he's so catchy on this bitch. Like, goddamn. Like with 745, I must have played 745 probably 745 times. You know, him crooning about picking up some chick in his car. But like, my God. And there's one moment, where is it? 745. There's one part where every time it gets to it, I can't sing, but I sing along like a dumbass, just wailing in the background. Oh, this part right here, right? Oh my God. Like where you're overwhelmed with the bass, right? Just these big, slow, just huge sub bass punches while he's singing Adam, Eve, apple trees, watch out for the snakes, baby. Every time it gets to that part, goddamn, I was singing so loud. Thank God no one's around when I'm singing this song. Thank God. It sounded like a fucking, like a dead cat trying to come back to life singing some bullshit. Anyhow, back to what I was saying. But yeah, very catchy record. Mostly this record is like, I know in track one he was sort of he was talking about like oppressed black men and kind of equating their struggle to when Jesus was struggling as he was being crucified. He talks about like his life experiences, feeling hurt over a love that has gone away, talking about love, money, flexing. The huge, you know, nothing really. I didn't really get the sense that Vince really stepped out of his lyrical sandbox that much at all, to be honest with you. But man, he heightened the emphasis on the production. It's just fantastic. I'm gonna detail some negatives here because it's clearly that I had a lot of fun with the record. You know, and there's definitely a few songs that I just loved. Let me go back to my favorite tracks here. Like that track Samo. Oh my God, that is such a dark, eerie, vampire-ic sounding hip hop track. Like this bitch is just brooding as a son of a bitch. Love that track. It's the same old thing. It's great. But if I had to detail some negatives, I know clearly I enjoyed it, but like, okay, let's talk about his voice. Vocally, a lot of people have complained about being put to sleep by Vince Staples, saying that, you know, it's true. I gotta say, his voice is very monotone. He's not very emotionally expressive at all, vocally, which it can, I guess, when you're going back for repeated viewings, that does stand out, I must say. It's not like a killer for me, but it would be nice to have him do. It'd be nice to have him be more expressive vocally, for sure, 100%. I think there was one other thing that I'm forgetting. Oh, the wordplay. His wordplay is definitely not breaking any goddamn records anytime soon. The wordplay is very, you know, battle with the white man day by day. Feds taking pictures, doing play by play. They don't ever want to see the black man eat. Um, what else? It's funny. I was going crazy not too long ago. Women problems every morning, like the Maury show. What else? Call my phone, say she horny, want me, I can make time or I can make money. I'm gonna keep counting, count me out, shoddy. Uh, yeah, wordplay. Yeah, the wordplay is not a big strength on this record as well. Definitely a big detractor from this record. Outside of that, I had a lot of fun with it. But if we're talking about like in terms of greatness, like it's a lot of fun. But greatness, masterfulness. Personally, I'm feeling like a 7, like a 7 out of 10 on this bad boy. It's fun, but you know when we start talking about like it's this bad boy like a 9 or 10 out of 10, I'd be like, nah. But it's enjoyable though. But I don't know. What'd you think? Let me know your thoughts down below on this record. If you enjoyed this review, definitely make sure to smash that like button and subscribe as well. Let me know your thoughts, your little mini review of this record, and I'm out. Okay? We're done. About to go eat a sandwich.